Hello, I'm Aaron, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be discussing a common misconception regarding NXT. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more wrestling-related content. Many people believe NXT is still developmental, and although that's not entirely false, it's also not true either. NXT is developmental territory. There are still trainees there. There are still people learning to wrestle. Yes, that part is true. But NXT the show is no longer developmental. NXT the show is the third brand. It is the third show. It is the equivalent to Raw and SmackDown. First off, NXT puts on the better show week after week, and by far the better pay-per-views. Each and every match almost always delivers. Secondly, a lot of the talent in NXT have actually been wrestling for over 10 years. A lot of them have even been wrestling longer than a lot of the talent on Raw or SmackDown. For example, Johnny Gargano has been wrestling for 15 years, Candice LeRae has been wrestling for 18 years, Finn Balor has been wrestling for 20 years, Roderick Strong has been wrestling for 20 years, Io Shirai has been wrestling for 13 years. Like, these are no rookies. And yes, I'm naming the top talent on the show, but the top talent are usually the ones that are on the show. Everyone else just kind of comes in and out. I'm not saying there's never developmental talent on the show, but NXT as a show is not developmental. Compared to the talent in NXT, a lot of the talent on Raw and SmackDown have not actually been wrestling for very long. Like Charlotte Flair, the most decorated women's champion ever, has only been wrestling for about 8 years. Braun Strowman has been wrestling for about 7 years. Baron Corbin has been wrestling for about 7 years. Alexa Bliss has been wrestling for about 7 or 8 years. Like, compared to like 13, 15, 18 years for the other people in NXT, they haven't been wrestling very long. And yet, these names they're naming on Raw and SmackDown are some of the top talent on Raw and SmackDown. A lot of the superstars have been wrestling for less time than the superstars in NXT. Therefore, if anyone's developmental, it'd be a lot of the Raw and SmackDown superstars, but they're not either. So, like, NXT is not developmental. And if nothing else, Triple H himself, the creator of NXT, has said NXT is the third brand. It is no longer developmental. Like I said, it is developmental territory, but it is not a developmental show anymore. So that's all for today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, see you later.